Hi guys, welcome to today's reading. Today's reading is going to be yin or yang. So it's a bit like a flip a coin, depending which side you would like to go with. But we're going to do the yin reading first, which is the female energy, the feminine energy. So it is with the symbol, it's the black side of the symbol with the white dot. That is the yin. So we're going to do the yin first. So we're spinning for the yin to get the oracle card we want for that reading. So let's see which one we're going to go with. For the yin, for the yin. Oh, look mate, it's just so much right in the middle. We'll do, I'd say one of each just to be tricky. But anyway, let's get on show on the road. There's the angel card, so I'll do the angel card first. One angel card would be great for the yin reading. That's it. Now, the other one is the Oracle of the Hidden World. Just going to dig that out. There it is. Oracle of Hidden World. And we'll have one card from this, please, for the yin reading. For the yin reading. One only if we could. Would be great. There it is. Okay. Let's go. Rightio. What cards we got? First one I can read here is number 30, The Sacred Journey, and it says, introversion, seekers, self-knowledge. So very much the sacred journey. Looks like quite beautiful in the picture there. There's a little path going all the way up to the top of the hill, and there's like a crystal palace. It's quite gorgeous with a shooting star above it. And we've got Bethany. When you take excellent care of yourself, everybody benefits. Give yourself a relaxing treat today, such as a massage, a sea salt bath, or a pedicure. So there we go. Bethany's having a little bit of a chat about what you should be doing. And we'll just throw some tarot out now and see what else we can get about this reading. The Sacred Journey and Bethany, the angel card for Bethany. Alright, that will do me by the looks of that amount that threw out. Right, we've got the High Priestess, the Ten of Pentacles. The Three of Swords was reversed, but I'll see how it reads when we get there. Usually I just do upright. Less time and energy, but not just how I read it. Okay, High Priestess, Ten of Pentacles, Three of Swords, and the Fool. So the High Priestess is, you know, the hidden side, the intuition. Very much in line with this Sacred Journey card. I'll put it over this side because it's very much in line with that energy. And it's introversion, seekers, and self-knowledge. So that's that High Priestess, and it's usually to do with intuition, learning, or doing some learning. You can see in the card in the picture here, she's actually holding a scroll, and it actually says on it tarot. So she's very much into intuition, the hidden side, the secret side inside, like your gut, your intuition. The Pentacles there, the Ten of Pentacles, it's quite big movements in money and investing some big amounts of money or having some money invested. Not sure how that's playing out yet, so we might have to get the next line up. The Three of Swords is a little bit of heartache, but again, with the Fool there beside it, it's fairly jolly, the energy either side of it. So we'll put some more cards up and see what this is about. There's the Seven of Swords, the Ace of Swords, the Seven of Cups, and the Ace of Wands. So, Seven of Swords is usually to do with a bit of, sort of, little bit of something's hidden or something's a bit secret or a bit sneaky, I suppose you'd put that energy into, but it's to do with usually a theft of time or energy or an idea. It's sitting on that High Priestess, so we'll see what I can get to fathom out of it. Then there's the Ace of Swords beside it. So it looks like the theft of an idea or copy. It's like a copycat situation. It feels like it's a copycat thing. And this idea is quite a good idea because of the money card it's sitting on there, that Ten of Pentacles, the amount of money that it sort of depicts. It's quite, might be why the Three of Swords is coming up there now, is that there's a bit of heartache to do with somebody's trying to steal your thunder, somebody's trying to steal an idea, or somebody's trying to take something that it's more your idea and they're trying to either make it their own, or they're just trying to steal a part of it, or an idea, or some part of that idea. That's what I'm getting, because there's the Fool as that new, or that idea you've come up with, the new way you were going to go, or what you were talking or looking at. And there's the theft of something that your intuition's come up with this idea, or you've brought it up through yourself. This Ace of Swords, to me, that's what this is feeling like. There's something a bit sneaky going on there, but there's the Seven of Cups there, which is a lot. Emotions are going every direction and every which way, and you're not really sure. You're a bit scattered there. You're not really sure what to do. And here's the Ace of Wands coming in. It's fairly good, fast-moving energy, and because it's the fire side, it's not a bad thing to have. It's like a bushfire going through quite rapidly and taking everything out around. We've got the Seven of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Three of Cups. So these cards coming back out over the top. I didn't cut this deck, but I'll cut it now and let's see what else I get. There's the Death card. Alright, well, we don't mind the old Death card. I'm going to grab my other deck now to get a different perspective as well. I will read that line, but I will just get these out ready. So, in a little bag. Sorry, I've got cards falling over. With that Seven of Pentacles, this is the farmer's card, so you're pretty well planting the crop, and you've tended the ground, you've watered, you've weeded, you've done everything, and now you're waiting for the harvest to come in. So this bit of a theft, or this bit of it could be a theft of time. It's the amount of time you've been putting into this idea or this project, and you're hoping that something's going to come and something's going to come into play. And I sort of said copycat, maybe that would fit with somebody out there, but at the end of the day it really feels like it's more to do with putting in a lot of time and effort and not seeing anything really coming from it, because this card's pretty well saying that now, that you're still waiting for your crop to harvest. But with this idea to make this new way, and then the thoughts that have been put into it and the energy that's been put into it, there actually will be, the payoff will come. The Nine of Pentacles will come through. It will work out. A bit of heartache and a bit of worry about this whole situation if you're going the right way, and you've got energy going everywhere there, which is all these ideas that you are constantly milling through and going over, trying to perfect it, make it a little bit better than it has or was. The Fool's the new path and the new idea. The Wand's the energy coming in, moving into this, like I said, coming back into this farmer's card, where you're sort of putting in the effort and you're like, yep, this is all going to go this way. But that's where all that was a bit weird here. I couldn't pick that energy there, why that was on that, but now it's working out. It's the time and the energy you're putting in. So anyway, I'll get back on deck. There's the Seven of Pentacles, the farmer's card. It will prosper, it will come, the harvest will come, it will work out. There's the Three of Cups, which is the celebratory, toasting and cheering, that it's starting to show its, it's starting to show its potential and coming into play. And there's the Death card, which is always good in the sense that the Death card just shows us that what started and took its time to sort of get growing and going, and the Death is the change and the new way coming in, because it's sitting on top of the Fool in underneath there. So to me, that's the new way that you were worried about not happening or working is definitely going to come into play. I'm just stopping there because I'll read these few. I'll just split this deck ready in case we need any more. Oh, there's quite a few. Probably won't need any more. I got the Five of Wands, which is that contrary energy where it's a bit, and the Pentacles, so it's all give and take here. It's all a bit up and down, juggling act. And there's a bit of brainstorming and discussions and going over it, trying to sort of work it all out and get it all sorted out. We've got the Queen of Wands, which is quite good. The Five of Cups. I'll sneak them back under here. Alright, we'll stop there with what we've got with them. So, okay, I've got these out. I'm sitting there for there, the next line out will do. So that energy is, like I just said, it's the Five of Wands, so that's all that brainstorming and juggling and trying to balance and get everything into a bit of balance to make it actually start smoothing out and getting anything to get up and start going, or to going in the direction you want it to do. You're virtually fanning the flames, you're trying to get the fire burning. And here's the Queen of Wands. Well, she is the Fire Queen, so she's not too bad to have in and around this energy, because she sits quite comfortably on the throne, and she's an action queen, so she really is like quite on top of the decisions and what to do. So that airy fairy energy that was under there, that will be washed away with her presence. Then the Five of Cups, still a little bit of that concern, a bit of emotion there, where there's you feel like you've still put in a bit more energy and not getting much out of it, but it's just playing out. The energy's just playing out because it's just going through the process of having to go through to the other end of it to get through to where it's feeling like it's working out the way you want it to. It might not go exactly like you plan, so I dare say there could be a little bit of a change in the plan. But the Ace of Swords, the Five of Pentacles, the Three of Cups, and the Nine of Cups. So again, it's still the ironing out. There's the Ace of Swords, which is that brainstorming. We had the Ace back here. There. See, it's that Ace of Swords is there again. So it's to do with this, the new way and trying to get this thing to work out. You're still trying to brainstorm and sort of get it into play. The Five of Pentacles is a bit of that lack and a bit of that out in the cold, like things, like you're still trying to make it come into play here, where you want this Nine of Pentacles to be the card there, but of course there still must be a bit of a roller coaster that happens and goes forward. The Three of Cups is a celebration, and the Nine of Cups is quite a group celebration. It's quite a good happy celebration, like there's a bit of a do, a bit of a get together. So it looks like it's moving forward and moving into the direction. It will get there, but it's a little bit of a roller coaster ride. And I'd say part of it is the journey. The actual journey is getting there and learning as you go, because you're going to be learning a lot from all the different hiccups and all the different things you have to iron out as this idea gets going and gets moving into this new path. And Bethany here, she's coming in to say to take excellent care of yourself, and I think you should actually give yourself a bit of a treat where you even though you're putting in a lot of energy and a lot of work here, because you're not seeing the results straight away, all these pentacles aren't really coming up the way you want them to, you're not really rewarding yourself until you make it. But this is the omen to say, don't wait until you make it. Get and do something and treat yourself in a certain way and give yourself something now. Just for the gratitude, and that's the gratitude of actually where you've got and how much you've actually accomplished even up to this level. So you just sort of pat yourself on the back, even though you haven't completely got to the Nine of Cups. So this card would come into play somewhere in the middle here, where you're still trying to get this all sorted out. And I think doing that for yourself, you'll actually get some rewards from treating yourself and putting yourself in that good position where you're putting yourself into that position where you're up on the top of the list a bit. You're not sort of down the list further and this takes over. You're going to put yourself up the top, and I think the energy will play out and go in your favour. But what I'll do is I'll get some Making Magic cards, and we'll pop a few of them out and see what else, what other comments they've got to tell us about this read. Oh, there's a big pile of them. And a couple more. And there's two more. So there we go. Alright, let's see. Have a spin and see what we get. Both of these. Okay, we've got the elements. The elements of fire, air, earth and water combine to create powerful protective boundaries, spiritual, mental, physical and emotional. Well, that's a good omen to have. That's very grounded. It's a good grounded energy to keep grounded and to keep yourself focused. And the triple spiral. Listening to divine wisdom and joyfully learning life's lessons. Well, this is the journey. Is to actually enjoy the journey as you're going through all the process. Try and stay up. Try and stay on the upside of the vibe and don't get pulled down into just looking for results. You're looking to... The whole process is to be enjoyed from the beginning right through the middle to the end. And the end will play out and come, it'll go the way you want it to, but to get that end card, to get to that Nine of Cups, do remember to do something like Bethany's come to say there. You need to give yourself a treat. So there we go, guys. That's that reading for the Yin symbol for the female for the first reading. So we're going to go on now. We'll reshuffle up and go on to the Yang reading. So hope you got something out of it. So thanks for stopping in. See you all next read. Okay guys, now we're going to move on to the Yang reading, which is the masculine energy. So the Yang is the Yin and Yang symbol. It's the white side of the symbol with the black dot. So we're going to see what we get for which deck we will use for the masculine energy. So we'll have a look and see what one we'll go for the oracle anyway. For the other side of the read. A message from your angels. So we're going to go for the angels, the blue deck, which was the same deck we used for the last read, but we actually got it fall right in between these two, so we had one of each card. So can we get a message for the Yang reading, please, from the angels? Get one or two cards, depending what pops out, or I'll cut and get them depending if they don't want to jump out. That's one. Because we had two for the last one, I would like a second card, would be nice. That would be that one. Alright. Rightio, let's have a read. Azure. Azure, your desired outcome will occur in the very near future. Have patience and faith and don't try to force it to happen. Yes, sounds great. And you are a light worker. God needs you to shine your divine light and love like an angel upon the earth and all of its inhabitants. And that's Indriel. So Indriel and Azure. So they're quite beautiful cards, guys. So they pretty well speak for themselves on some level when they're saying you're a light worker. And God needs you to shine your divine light and love, and like an angel upon this earth and all of its inhabitants. So that sounds like something that is a really, really positive energy to be given and told. And then you've got your desired outcome will occur in the very near future. So have patience and faith and don't try to force it to happen. So we'll pop some tarot out to go a bit deeper. You think I could actually get one full shuffle bit happening there without it flying out, but we'll soon see. We'll have a quick look into what we've got flew out here. We've got the Magician, and yes, you are the magical magician. You've got the, sorry, put that over here. We've got the Five of Wands, the King of Wands, and the Emperor. So straight away we've got the Magician energy, the magic, the light worker. You have and always did have all the tools. You've always had everything you needed to do what you've got to do. It was birthed. You were birthed with it all ready to go. So it's just coming into play, and the shine's coming in now. So it's time to shine, which is the divine light, to shine your divine light and love. So that's where that's magic is coming in there. This is a little bit of a power struggle, but it's more an internal one of trying to always go with the intuition, but the head's coming into play here. So it feels like the mind and the heart are going a bit at odds. There's a bit of push and pull and a little bit of working it out and sorting it out. But there's the King of Wands, so he's ready to go get at it. He's ready to jump up and spring into action and go and get into it. And here's the Emperor, who's virtually just saying that you're sitting really solidly on your throne and you're in control. So quite good cards to start with there, being that they're in their play. So there's the Page of Cups, which is on top of the Magician. We've got the Ace of Pentacles, Death, and the High Priestess. So Page of Cups is coming through with a bit of message and a bit of, sort of feels like there's a little bit of, because it's sitting with this Ace of Pentacles. I'm just looking at that now, just thinking it's not a romantic situation, but it feels like a bit of a message or a bit of an invite to something. It feels like someone's asking or inviting you to go somewhere or to go and do something. And it's just a bit of a fun thing. It doesn't feel like anything. But maybe there is some conversations and working out about this Ace of Pentacles, which is a way to create or make money or career. And of course the Death card's here. So the Death card, and of course the High Priestess is the intuition. So it feels like it's going into that, having to rely on yourself to work out which way to go or what to do. But as these cards have said from the get-go, you already have the tools. You already know how and what to do. There's the Justice, the Sun, Judgment, and the World. Oh my goodness, could we get... Are those cards nearly running in order? I'm just looking at them thinking, because that's 21. That's 20. That's 19. And that's 11. But these three are in order. It's just a bit, what the hell? That's freaking me out a bit. I'm just looking at it going. And even though I didn't shuffle much on air, these were shuffled really fairly heavily before I even turned the camera on. So a bit freaked me out. Anyway, get back into it. The Magician, the Page of Cups. It's somebody fun, and they're quite happy, jolly sort of a person, and they're coming in around you and just lightening the load, and it's just a bit of a good thing to have around, or to come in, this bit of energy to come in around you. So of course I'm just getting back in because I've got so blown away by these all coming out beside each other in their actual order. It was like, oh, what's going on? This was the person, or the person that has that conversation, or when you go out or about, or when you're with somebody, or when you're around talking to someone, I don't think they're actually giving you the message. I think whatever they're talking about gives you an idea or makes you think of something. But there's the Death card and the High Priestess. So the Death card coming in is just generally coming out of this cocoon. You're coming out of hiding or coming out back into the hidden. That's the hidden world there. So you're coming out of all that energy. And Justice is about to play its card. Justice is going to come into the balance, and things are going to go in your favour, and things are going to go in your direction. They're lining up for you. And then this could have just been the end of the read the way we're going here, because this is the major lineup you could get. You're going into the Sun, which is the energy of just really happy, joyful child. It's got that childlike feel to it because it's all quite... Everything's light and lifted because the Sun is lifting and lifting spirits. And then you've got the Judgment. Well, the Judgment is, it's Gabriel blowing the trumpet, and everyone's waking up to a whole new way of life and a whole new way of being. And then the world. The world is your oyster. You've got the world at your feet. The world is virtually laying out in front of you as if to say, walk the path. You've got free access, all you know. Pick and choose and go and do what you want, or your path has now been lit up and it's all waiting in front of you to just go and walk it. So it's just awesome. That's just like still blowing me away. I'm still just shaking my head and like, oh my God. It's the Two of Cups, Ten of Swords, the Two of Wands, and the Devil. So moving into the Two of Cups, this is this person. I feel it's the same person that's in and around. They must have some... Maybe you just have someone that you hang out with, or they're a friend. It doesn't feel like it's romantic. It feels like it's more friendship. But they come in around, and I think they're like the light relief. There's virtually, you go and hang out, or you go and have lunch, or hang out with this person, and just generally have... You get out of all this energy, all the work energy, and you get back into some fun. This is the darkness before the dawn. So again... I don't feel like there's anything that's really too dark there. To me, it feels like it's just getting into this whole path you've just walked into. It's just getting into it, and here's the win-win situation. So it's still looking like everything's very balanced and moving forward. There's a little bit of doubt popping up there with the Devil, being he's the doubter. A little bit of the, you know, the Chinese whispers in the ear, doubt. It general read, so there could be, I don't feel like it is, but there could be, it's usually to do with vices like drinking too much or partying a bit, but hey, it could happen. So that's just there to say, pretty well watch that's, you know, because you got it on the World card there, so maybe when this thing all lights up, you might celebrate and get quite a savage hangover. That's all I can think. To me, it's just a bit of doubt sneaking in, because I think it's probably that feeling of everything's just too good. When's the other shoe going to drop? But I would say it's only going to be a bit of doubt in the mind, so let it come in and let it go out. There's the Six of Pentacles and the Hierophant. So they're the last two that were in that big pile that flew out. But the Six of Pentacles is generosity given and received, and I feel it will be a balance of both with you. It will be coming in one hand and you'll be giving it out. It's going to be coming and going out of your hand both ways. And the Hierophant is you sitting in your place and in your space for being this light working, and what you're doing with the light working side of you, helping, being the light and being the way shower, and generally just being there to support and help people, and being very humble about it all at the same time. So the desired outcome will occur in the very near future, and have patience and faith, and don't try to force it to happen. So it definitely sounds like the way to go. Just quickly just get a couple of these cards. Hopefully not too many, just a couple, 3 or 4. Would be really good. Don't get too many, would be just nice, because I will. See, the sounds, it still felt like a heap flew out then, way too many, but anyway, we'll quickly power through. There's the Tower. Knight of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles, and the Ten of Pentacles. So that's all really good energy again. The Tower is just that the big change when the desired outcome will occur. When the desired outcome comes in, that there is a change. That's what the Death card was back inside, further back in there. Knight of Pentacles is slow moving but solid energy, and the Page of Pentacles. So it's all to do with the income and the money and setting up and getting this thing running. And there's the Ten of Pentacles to do with the bigger structure, benefit the family, you know, getting something out of it all. Magician, Ten of Swords again, the Hierophant again, the Queen of Cups, which is all intuition, and the Nine of Wands. So hey guys, sorry about that. My actual camera shut down, so I've just had to jump back in and charge her up, but away we go. I've still got these cards here that we drew, so I'll go back onto this line where I was up to. But we had the Magician, the Ten of Swords, the Hierophant, and the Queen of Cups. Well, with this Magician, he's come out on top of the Magician. And to me, it's just reaffirming the fact that you have all the tools and all the magic you need to do what you're going to do, what path and what you're going to actually do, how you're going to shine your light, how you're going to go about doing this. Ten of Swords is the darkness before the dawn, and there is the Ten of Swords on top of the Ten of Swords. So it's just sort of coming back into, it's the end of that mental stress. It is going to be finishing. It's going to be the past. It's going to be a thing of the past. You're going to move forward into that different energy that you're going into. The Hierophant, I think the Hierophant's on top of, yes, the Hierophant as well. So it's another double up. And it's all about being, I think, on your game and knowing your stuff and doing, you know, shining your light, doing what you do. Whichever way, very much seems to be spiritually based, but it sort of really feels like it's to do with healing, teaching, any of that sort of vibe. It sort of goes all into that whole arena. And the Queen of Cups, which is your intuition. So to me, it's the intuition. It's that High Priestess energy that it's sitting on, and also that Emperor energy on some level because of the yin and the yang reading. This is the masculine and the feminine, so it's sort of being at the top end of both those energies, and a fairly good combination of the both energies coming through in that too, in the sense. Nine of Wands, it's a little bit of a comment there about overdoing it just a tad, a little bit of overdoing it. So I'd feel that there should be a little bit of time allowed on and off for you to you know, go and give yourself a treat and look out for yourself a little bit. As much as you give your energy, don't forget to take a little bit for yourself. And these were the last cards now. We had the Ace of Swords, the Five of Swords, the Lovers, and the Three of Cups. So again, we had the Ace of Swords. That Ace of Swords is coming in. I thought there was an Ace of Swords here somewhere before. Did we have one before there? Am I just imagining things? Too many cards, getting a bit of a pile going on here. So, no Ace of Swords, but that's that new way of thinking, that new, clear, decisive way of thinking, the way of, you know, having that thought come in, and it comes in fairly, it's a fairly strong way to go, and a good omen, a good way to be thinking, and a good way to keep that mental clarity. The Five of Swords, a little bit of sort of talk and conflict, but it'll just be ironing it out. And here's the Lovers again, which was to do with definitely the Page, the Two of Cups. There was something else somewhere. Where was it? That is that friend. It's that friend energy that I had before that's coming back in, and it's that friend. Some people, it could be a partner, but it feels very much like a friend because of the Three of Cups here with it too. the Two of Cups here depicts it, and the Page of Cups depicts it back there too. It's that same energy, and it's that other person that comes in around, and it's they sort of lighten the load. They sort of come and have fun. You go and have fun with this person. You celebrate. It could be a partner, but it feels more friendship vibe to me, but you never know. Being a general read, it could be a new partner coming in or a new friendship coming in. But it's really good. They're on your level. You see eye to eye with this person. They're your equal. They're your reflection. They're like the opposite of the mirror. They're the other side. So very nice relationship, friend or romantic. And the Three of Cups is that celebratory celebrations and, you know, toasting and generally just having a lot of good fun and good laughs. So now we'll get a bit of making magic. We'll pop a few of these out for the final word and get this reading finished. So let's get a few for this spin. Get the twins to keep an eye on things there. Getting it all sorted there, girls, aren't we? That one's just not going to sit right. Too much stuff on the table today, but it's just one of those days where everyone had to get in on the act. That one's staying. Did a bit of a, what do you call it? Like a cartwheel to get itself out there. Alright, I'll cut the next one. There we go. Alright, let's spin. Spin, spin, spin. I've got to go both. So there we go. Thanks, girls. The twins had the two cards. Well done. Okay, Labyrinth. Transition or a higher level of being, raising your energetic vibration, enlightenment. So this all goes back into that energy of Inderel, which was you're a light worker. God needs you to shine your divine light and love like an angel upon the earth and all of its inhabitants. So it's virtually just an omen to say that the transition to a higher level of being, raising your energetic vibration with enlightenment. So another lovely confirmation for that card there for you guys. Fire. The element of fire heralds new life, renewed passion and positive transformation. Again, just another omen on that light worker energy again. Trinket 5, manifesting money and income. Well, of course, once you start walking your path, it's going to just flow in like water. And then we've got the Mystic Star. Harmony in the home and great friendships. And that's what I was saying with that friendship. It definitely comes into that vibe with those two cards as well. The Page and the Two of Cups. So that was that. Friendships, yeah, harmony in the home. So yeah, all the lovers. So all good. Like the read, guys. That was the Yang read. So I'd like to thank you for stopping in and hanging out, and I'd like to thank our guides for all these lovely messages. So bye for now. Thanks. See you next time. Bye, guys. Thank you.